Good morning, Amherst. Welcome to the Veterans Mural Association's Veterans Day event in the beautiful city of Amherst. My name is Tyrone. I'm happy that this ceremony is going to be live streamed by the Amherst High School media program under the direction of Doug Cadell, giving all Amherst students the opportunity to experience a Veterans Day event. Let's give them a wave and applause. The Veterans Mural Association is also partnered with Steve Long, the owner of Commando Coffee Company, which is right over there behind you, to display past Patriot Park paintings in his shop for a month. Is that correct? For a month. So each one is going to be over there for a month. So make sure you please visit them very, very soon. And a shout out and a huge thank you to the John Penton family for gifting us with this beautiful sandstone wheel. It's a wonderful addition to our project, and we're so excited to have it here. Please give them a round of applause. Another big thank you to our friends, the Lunch Bunch, for their donation of a park bench in memory of Roger Brownson, who we so miss here at Veterans Day events, who passed away earlier this year. And we want to remind you to stop at the VFW right after this event. They're going to have lunch. A book signing by our guest speaker is going to happen here, as well as some raffles and some relaxing time with family and friends. And we want to thank every one of you. You could all be somewhere else, and you're here now, and we're going to represent for our veterans today. Please give yourself a round of applause. And as I close, I want to recognize our EMS, our fire department. We want to recognize our police officers, all of our first responders, many of them vets themselves who continue to serve our communities each and every day. Please. All right, so I want to introduce Ross Mayenza from the Brownsbacker, longtime friend of the Veterans Bureau Association in this event, to present a big check.
Got the picture.
Ross.
Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you, everybody, and John and Kathy, I'm honored to be here again this year. I represent the Amherst Brownsbackers. As we call it at Ziggy's, the Factory of Sadness. But enough about that. That's not why I'm here today. So first and foremost, the Brownsbackers organization with the Cleveland Browns are over 350 chapters around the world. First and foremost, we are a charitable organization. And near and dear to our heart, of course, is the Veterans Mural Association. And we try every year to support what they're doing here and Patriots Park. This year, we're happy to increase our donation to the Veterans Mural Association in the amount of $1,500 to help offset the cost of putting on this event. We really appreciate what John and Kathy and the rest of the association has done, and we hope to continue to do this throughout the years. Appreciate it once again. Thank you. I need that back, John. All right, with that, I'd like to introduce Cleveland's and Fox 8's own Lou Maglio.
I love hearing that. Thank you all, and thank you for coming out here again today. You know, we've had beautiful weather days for this over the years, 70 degrees, sunshine. We've had snow. Of course, we missed it during the pandemic year, but we streamed it, so we made sure we covered Veterans Day. Today, well, you know, it's been better, but it's been a lot worse, too. So I think we'll take this. At least a little bit of the sun is out. So not a bad day, but as we know, no weather could ever interfere with the mission today, which is the same as it always is, to honor the veterans and honor those who have given so much to serve our country. I've been here now. This is year number 15, so I kind of know the lay of the land. Thank you. Yep. And I know the drill. And I tell you, I was thinking over the weekend how much this has changed over the years. 15 years, when I first started coming out here, there was just the one painting on the wall there. Then there was another and another and another. Then when they ran out of space for the wall, we began with Patriots Park. And again, now we have all these beautiful photographs, all this beautiful artwork. Again, same mission to honor the veterans, and we'll be unveiling those pictures later on today. So it's just been great. The same goal, the mission, always. Thank you, vets. We appreciate all that you have done. And I know that people come here from really all over the state and all over the country to visit. So it's a testament to all the people who have been behind this since the very beginning and all that they have done. So how about a round of applause for John and Kathy and everybody who's organized this great event. It is absolutely fantastic, and what an honor it is for me to be a part of it again this year. With that, let's begin, because we have a lot for you. We have Father Timothy O'Connor, who's pastor of St. Joseph Parish and Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary Parish, and he's going to do the invocation for us again this year.
Thank you, Lou, and thank you, everyone. Let's take a moment to remember that we are in the presence of God, and let us open our hearts and our minds to him. Almighty God and Father, look with love upon our men and women in uniform and protect them in their times of need. Give them health and stability and allow them to return to their loved ones whole and unshaken. Be with their families and sustain them in these uncertain times. Give strength and peace of mind to the veterans who have given their best for their country they love. Support them in infirmity and in the fragility of old age. Teach them to remember their sacrifices and to express our gratitude. Teach us to do this well, and give those who have died eternal rest and peace in your kingdom. Show your tender care to those in the military academies who prepare for future service, and to those who serve our nation far from home. Teach us to remember the sacrifices of those whose efforts contribute to ensuring our way of life. And bless and multiply the chaplains who minister to the faithful of the military, reward their generosity, and keep them faithful. And to you be all glory, honor, and praise, now and forever. Amen.
I don't think I need any help with this one. We have a mother and daughter duo who have been singing the national anthem. This is for them too, year number 15. So will you welcome Audrey and Becky Bruck to sing the national anthem.
Hello, and let's all sing together, okay? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? God bless America.
No matter how cold it is, and it's very cold today, they hit all the notes, including the high notes there. So give it up again for the Brooks. They are absolutely terrific. And I know John and Kathy work for about a year getting this thing all set up and ready to go for you, including finding the perfect guest speaker, and they have done that again for us today. Our guest speaker is Erin Rader. She co-wrote the book titled 3095, Ohio's Fallen, with Kenneth Noon. Their research of military memorials in Ohio is the topic of their work. It's a terrific book, I know. So please do welcome our guest speaker today, Erin Rader.
Y'all set? Okay, it's cold. And your programs say that Ken and I are going to be speaking, but he voluntold me I was speaking. And we're going to keep it short today because we want to get on to the program. I really enjoyed this unveiling of these beautiful paintings. So what brings us out on a day like this? We are obsessed with our veterans. We love them. And an obsessed veteran, Ken, helped me write this book. I'm going to just read a tiny thing off of the back of it so you have an idea what it's about. In a quiet corner of the Ohio countryside, a promise was made, lest we forget. 3,095 plus Ohio's fallen, the battle for a veterans memorial tells the extraordinary true story of a grassroots effort to honor those who never made it home. What began as a tribute to Ohio's fallen, anchored by a single helicopter and a vision, unfolded into a decades-long struggle marked by red tape, bitter disagreements, heartbreak, and hope. That's the book. It's about obsessed veterans taking 20 years to build a memorial about an hour from here in Clinton, Ohio. The Ohio Veterans Memorial. It has the longest freestanding granite memorial wall in the country, with 3,095 names on one side of our Vietnam veterans who fell in that war. And on the other side, the plus represents all other of the fallen in Ohio in the wars since Ohio became a state. We have now documented the wild and crazy ride of those obsessed veterans. On this day, we honor our fallen along with those who served and those still serving. We honor their service, we recognize their sacrifices, we reflect on their experiences and on our freedoms that they have and they continue to protect. After World War I, the Great War, monuments to honor veterans were built by architects and engineers. They were put in cities and in county seats. But in modern times, veterans and communities have become obsessed with creative and more artistic ideas for their own small towns and villages. There is nothing across this nation like Patriots Park. It's created, I might add, by an obsessed veteran and his wife and artistic son. The Ohio Veterans Memorial began as a counterbalance to the past neglect to honor Ohio veterans who had fallen in the Vietnam War. But it has grown to honor all war dead since Ohio became a state. May your park grow. May your obsession for honoring veterans grow. The next book is going to be written about Patriots Park and your wild ride, John. God bless you all, and God bless America.
That was beautiful, Erin. Thank you very much for that. John Secletar, who really is a magnificent human being, a wonderful guy with a very special presentation today. Maybe John can help me with the introduction here. A special song to honor the veterans. I'm going to play it for you live right here, right now. And I've heard it already on tape, and it is absolutely magnificent. John, maybe you could say some more.
Some more. Only kidding. This is Tim Blake over here and Bob Leathers. And I've known Tim for years. And we had talked about a year ago about producing a song for Veterans Mural in Patriots Park. And Tim says, yeah, I'll consider doing that. So less than a month ago, Tim came to me and he says, I got it. I said, you got what? He says, I got the song for you, John. And it's called Painted Stories. So anyways, Tim composed a song, and he would like to say a little bit about it, and I think you guys will enjoy this very much. And it's Tim Blake. Take it away, Tim.
Good job.
Hi. So I've been writing songs with Project Drew, which in 2017, Marilyn Zeidner started this program, and we write songs with veterans on a Saturday afternoon, and on Sunday afternoon we play the song for them and for their family in a very private workshop. So that's where I started doing this, and it's been the most rewarding thing in my life that I've ever done. And when I ran into Bob again, who, by the way, has 3 paintings going up on the wall. Bob Leathers, right here. And Bob and I played in the band together in the 1980s, and we haven't really been shared the stage until right now. This song is called Painted Stories. Generations heard the call, went to war to serve this land. Painted stories on the wall like castles built on sand. From the flag at Iwo Jima, reflections of Vietnam. The war fought in Korea, brothers in Afghanistan, and these sandstone walls became faces and the name, honoring the lives of those we lost. Valor, pride, and sacrifice, the soldiers who gave all. Patriot Park on the Veterans Wall. Countrywide our brave ones lie, their spirit fills our heart. Reminders of the price of peace forever in this heart. Though duty's done, the words live on, where small town flags fly high. You get the ones who died, so freedom rings for you and I. Here in Amherst in this spring are the faces and the names, honoring the lives of those we lost. Salute the ones who sacrificed, they never made it home. At the Patriot Park on the Veteran Wall. Painted stories forever shared, they never made it home. Patriot Park on the Veteran Wall. Patriot Park on the Veteran Wall. Patriot Park on the Veteran Wall. Bob Leathers.
John said I could talk a little bit about that song, and I really don't know exactly what to say. The words are failing me right now. That is just so beautiful, so touching, and so appropriate. So, again, a round of applause for this, because it's just a wonderful addition to all of the things we're trying to do here at Patriots Park in Amherst. That was absolutely wonderful. I think we're back on track with our timing right now, but, you never know. But John says he is ready now. He's ready now for his special presentation. So give it up for John one more time.
Thank you, Lou. Barb, if you come forward. We'd like to make a little presentation to Tim over here. He worked really hard on this, and when you see the video on YouTube, you're going to be blown away because it's phenomenal. I'm not bragging, but maybe I am. So Barb designed this plaque for Tim, and we'd like to present it to him now. On behalf of the Veterans Mural Association, we would like to thank Tim for doing this phenomenal song. I think when you see it on the internet, it's going to take off really well because we're very proud of it, and we're proud of Patriots Park. And thank you, Tim, for doing this for us.
You're welcome. Thank you, John. This is a very beautiful plaque that they gave me, and I am honored to be here today, and I am just very, very happy that John asked me to do this. Thank you.
There's also another plaque we'd like to give an award to, and that would be for our landlord. And if there was a stereotype for a landlord that you really enjoyed and were happy to work with, it would be Jay Bingham. Jay, would you step forward, please? On behalf of the Veterans Mural Association, we'd like to give our gratitude for Jay for making life so much easier. Having access to his house, the office, I should say, it's so wonderful, and we're able to do what we do today because of Jay, and he's a great patriot. Thank you very much. Give him a hand. Thank you.
And I know Kathy Secletar is here. I have confirmed that because I've met her, and this is big part of what we do here, as I told you at the very beginning, when we lost space on the wall, didn't have any more space, we thought of this great idea to commission paintings every single year to honor veterans, and we change them every year. And Kathy is here now to introduce this year's assortment of paintings, which I'm told is absolutely beautiful. So here's Kathy Secletar.
Okay, our first painting, it's a little story about Mike and Doreen Repus. They met during World War II. He was a sergeant in the 101st Airborne Division of the Army. She was a young hairdresser in England. Love bloomed, and they married in August of 1944. Mike returned to the battlefield and was awarded the Bronze Star and a Purple Heart for his heroic actions. Post-war, they settled in Lorraine and had two sons, Mike and Dan. This painting is commissioned by their sons, Michael and Dan, and the artist is Bob Leathers. Next we have, this is the title of this painting is called The Kids from Pigtail Alley. 4 of the 7 Bogarty children who grew up on Buckeye Street, also known as Pigtail Alley, went on to serve our country. Frank in the Navy, Lewis with Merchant Marines, Elmer, Army, and Margaret with the Women's Auxiliary Corps, which is WACS, right? They all contributed greatly and returned home safely. The painting is commissioned by Janet Bogarty, and our artist is Lee Brooklyn. Next, we have John Jack Wilhelm. Jack served in the Army, the U.S. Army Engineer Corps during World War II. His post-war career as a track coach is legendary in our area. He coached award-winning athletes, including his son, Jeff, thus the title, Veteran, Coach, and Mentor. The painting is commissioned by Cookie McCloda and the Wilhelm family and friends, and our artist is Bob Leathers.
I got you. I got it.
Next, we have generations of women serving. 2 generations of women from one family served in the armed forces. Hilda, U.S. Army Nurse Corps World War II, her sister Diane, U.S. Marine Corps World War II, and then their nieces, Gail, U.S. Navy, first female CTM chief and first female chief warrant officer in cryptology in the Navy. Did I get that right? And then Carol, U.S. Navy Nurse Corps. Her extensive list of nursing accomplishments earned her the rank of captain. These 4 women served with a proud and heartfelt commitment. The painting is commissioned by Carol and Gail Shinsky, and our artist is Carrie Sperenga.
Oh, wow. I happen to like this.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Our next painting is John Legato, U.S. Marine Corps, served in Vietnam during the Tet Offensive, one of the largest military campaigns of the Vietnam War. Post-war, John earned a master's degree and worked with developmentally disabled children. Then the FBI called. He spent several years as a special agent. John has authored 5 books, is a radio show host, and if you remember, he was our guest speaker last year. The painting is commissioned by A.J. Perry, and our artist is Tom Schneider. Gary Yingling was a beloved husband, father, grandfather, friend, and veteran. While serving with the U.S. Air Force during the Vietnam crisis, he rose to the rank of Staff Sergeant. He enjoyed a successful post-military career with U.S. Steel and Rockwell. Gary was a proud Master Mason and a member of the Lunch Bunch. Gary and his wife Linda raised 2 children, Brett and Lee, and he leaves behind a legacy of courage, compassion, and devotion to those he loved. The painting is commissioned by the Lunch Bunch, and the artist is Mike Sekletar. Sergeant Kenneth Skeletna. Skeletna. You say it.
Skowanica.
Thank you. U.S. Now, and I've been corrected about exactly. It's the. Pardon me. Okay, Marine Corps from 2005 to 2014, served in Iraq and Afghanistan and earned many medals, including the Navy Accommodation Medal with Valor and the National Defense Service Medal, just to name a few. Ken and his wife Violetta reside in Parma. Well done, good and faithful servant. Commissioned by Bob and Flavia Donofrio, and our artist is Bob Cutlip. Don't worry about stepping on stuff. 4 boys from one family, born and raised in Amherst, formed a band called the Buckeye Buckaroos. They all enlisted in the Army, all enlisted during World War II. We have Jack, U.S. Army, Jim, U.S. Marines, Jerry, U.S. Army, and Bill, U.S. Navy. After successful post-war careers, they continued to serve the committee by either fighting fires, coaching, or honoring fellow veterans as military honor guards. The painting is commissioned by the Wilhelm family, and our artist is Tom Schneider. I'm going to let our sponsors start me off. So, Daniel.
Bosasevich.
The youngest of 9 children followed in his 3 older brothers' footsteps when he enlisted into the U.S. Army. While stationed in Germany in the 1950s, he worked as a crane operator building bridges. Now retired, Dan enjoys his yard, golfing, and polka dancing. The painting is commissioned by his children. His children, Anita and Bill, and our artist is Bob Leathers.
Nice job.
Private First Class Leo George was deployed to Vietnam on December 4th, 1968. 3 weeks later, on January 5th, 1969, Leo was killed by friendly fire. The painting you're about to see is nearly identical to a picture published in the Lorraine Journal on May 13, 1969, of Leo and his companions. The painting is commissioned by his brother Nick George, and our artist is Fred Farshman. And last but not least, Christine and M.H. Connery raised 12 children, 9 boys and 3 girls. During World War II, 6 of their sons enlisted. They had Hugh, Raymond, Richard, Jerome, James, and Martin. Christine proudly displayed her 6 Blue Star flag for her sons, who all returned home safely. They have the original flag right here, and representing the family is Christine's grandson, Kevin, retired Colonel Kevin Connery, U.S. Marine Corps. The painting is commissioned by the Martin Connery family, and our artist is Mike Secletar. Just one little thing before I give the microphone back. I'd like everybody to be reminded that the Veterans Mural Association mission statement is to preserve history and promote the arts. So I'd like to say bravo to all of our artists, and thank you to everyone who has commissioned a painting this year and in the past. We love your stories, and we really thank you for believing in this project. So thank you all very much.
I think, again, for all of the artists and all the people who have commissioned the artists, they outdid themselves again this year. So, how about another thank you to everybody who was involved in that? And now we have Commander Clark Bruner and the Amherst Veterans Military Honor Guard with the 21-gun salute.
Honor guard. Honor guard. Left, hey! And a trail. Forward, hold!
And thank you all for coming today for what we would all agree has been another great day. And we close today with an announcement. And this is a big deal for me. After 15 years here, I have decided it's time to pass the torch. I was afraid of that. But the fact of the matter is, I've been on Social Security for years. I've been on Medicare for years too, and I'm going to start scaling back a little bit at work too in January as I get ready to spend more time on the lazy boy, which I think after 50 years of work, I think I deserve to spend more time there. Thank you. But the future of this ceremony is very, very bright. The person who will be taking over the reins for this ceremony, wouldn't you know it, is here today. He is smart, he's funny, he's young, he's handsome, and best of all, he is a native son of Amherst. He's one of our great young reporters, Rex Smith, and he's going to say a few words for you today. I think you're going to love this guy. Rex.
Well, thank you. I won't poke fun at Lou for almost skipping the musical presentation in his last ceremony here, but if you're wondering why he's hanging it up, he started doing this the year I graduated high school down the road here, so I'm just making jokes. But in all seriousness, I think Veterans Day is a great reminder that we all live a life of freedom, and it was earned for us. And I think people lose sight of that throughout the rest of the year, and this is a constant reminder. And to go forward and be a part of this beautiful ceremony and the unveiling of these fantastic paintings each year will be my great honor. So thank you to Lou for passing the baton, and John and Kathy for having me. It's great to be a part of this, and I'm looking forward to doing this each year with all of you. Thank you.
Rex just had another child, so he's the father of two, a girl and a boy. His wife Emily is here, and they plan to spend the rest of their lives here in Amherst. So I couldn't be more delighted to pass the torch. What a great young guy he is, and I think you're going to be thrilled with him over the next years. So thank you again. You've been so warm and so gracious to me for all these years. I can't say how much I appreciate all of you for coming out here every year, and again this year. And I would be remiss, John tells me every year, to remind everybody about lunch at the VFW, so I'm going to tell you that. So go enjoy lunch. Again, thanks everybody, God bless, and thanks for all that you do in support of the veterans.
Happy Veterans Day, everybody, all veterans out there. Thank you for the active duty servicemen who are here as well. I would just like for you to take about 10 seconds to look around at this beautiful audience that we have here and thank each other for the generous gifts that you granted our nation over the years. Thank you so much for being here and the families who support them. I had the honor of creating the 3 plaques that were presented today, including the one in my hand. And if you can't see and read what I have here, I'm sure John will post them on Facebook that you have a better chance to read them. But I would like to read this one, please. Is Mr. Lou Maglio still here? Oh, would you?
Where did he go?
Come on over, please, sir. So, Mr. Lou Maglio, for decades as a Cleveland Fox 8 News co-anchor, your strong sense of patriotism inspired by your father's World War II service has positively impacted viewers throughout northern and central Ohio. Mr. Maglio, as the volunteer host of the Amherst Veterans Day program for 15 years, you have exhibited respect and compassion for Gold Star families, military veterans, and active duty servicemen and servicewomen, as evidenced by the ever-increasing numbers of audience participants, including students, military organizations, patrons, businessmen, and businesswomen. Mr. Maglio, your role as Master of Ceremonies Extraordinaire from 2011 to 2025 has left as much on the continuing success of Amherst Veterans Day program as muralist Mike Secletar's first brushstroke of Joe Rosenthal's Pulitzer Prize winning photograph, Raising the Flag on Iwo Jima. Mr. Maglio, we salute you. The Amherst community and the Amherst Veterans Mural Committee, Amherst Veterans Mural and Patriots Park, 248 Park Avenue, Amherst, Ohio, and your special seat will be waiting for you next year as you come back as a participant, an audience member. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I do look forward to coming back here next year, so I will not be a stranger. The only problem I have with this plaque is this Mr. stuff. I mean, Mr., come on. I'm good old Lou, and I'll always be good old Lou. It's just been such an honor. This is a labor of love. It really is. I enjoy coming out here every year, and I enjoy saluting the veterans. So this is really the top of the cake for me right here, getting this plaque. It's a beautiful thing, and I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you again. It's been a wonderful, blessed 15 years for me, and Rex will serve you very well for the next few years. But again, many, many appreciations to you all for coming out here and doing all this for me tonight. I appreciate it. And don't forget the VFW, because John will yell at me.
Of course, Luke covered the VFW, but we have to let you know there will also be a book signing by our author here, and Erin will be signing the book that she wrote, and also a nice luncheon, so please join us if you can. Maybe I could even talk Lou into being there. We'll see.
Thank you all again.
Generations heard the call, went to war to serve this land. Painted stories on the wall like castles built on sand. From the flag at Iwo Jima, reflections of Vietnam. The war fought brothers in Afghanistan. And the sandstone walls became faces and the names, honoring the lives of those we lost. Valor, pride, and sacrifice, the soldiers who gave all. At the Patriots Park on the Veterans Wall, countrywide our brave ones lie, the spirits fill our hearts, reminders of the price of peace forever in this art. Though duty's done, the words live on, where small-town flags fly high. Never forget the ones who died, so freedom rings for you and I. Here in Amherst, in these frames, are the faces and the names, honoring the lives of those we lost. Salute the ones who sacrificed, they never made it home. At the Patriots Park on the Veterans Wall, painted stories forever shared of soldiers who gave all. At the Patriots Park on the Veterans Wall, at the Patriots Park on the Veterans Wall.